Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're doing another unconventional video where I share a journal entry, and in this journal entry I will be giving voice to my shadow. I feel like my shadow aspects are what was hidden behind the ego, and the ego was put there to protect me from accessing these parts of myself that I have been abandoning. And once I got past that first layer of my ego, which was the last video, I really started to get to the depths of what truly has been hurting me or keeping me blocked or just needing to be transmuted into something that could be a lighter aspect of myself or a strength of what my experiences have taught me. So that's what this journal entry was about. I decided to share it with you guys in case it helps somebody. And if you like these types of videos, then I'm glad. I'll probably do more in the future, and you can stick around and just listen to me expose kind of my heart and my experiences with you guys. And if you're not interested, then feel free to click off and just watch something else or watch one of my other videos. Thank you guys for being here, and we're gonna get into it. Okay, so voice of my shadow. The first statement my shadow made: I'm constantly abandoning parts of myself to make others happy. My response to this was, I feel like situations in the past have taught us that in order to compromise, we either need to accept or expect less, or become less in order to achieve success. As long as it doesn't compromise our mental integrity, is it really a threat to our quality of life? I'll say that again. As long as it doesn't compromise our integrity or our mentality, is it really a threat to our quality of life? In fact, it is, for it strips away the spiritual integrity of that being. Slowly with time, we lose and leave parts of our essence, which is who we truly are, and our intention, which is what we want to experience, and are left feeling or living with a fraction of our presence, which is who we want to be. I feel like there was a lot there. I said, in fact, it is, for it strips away the spiritual integrity of the being. Slowly with time, we lose and leave parts of our essence, which is who we truly are, and our intention, which is what we want to experience, and we're left with living with a fraction of our own presence, which is how we want to be. I choose to live in the present from our essence with integrity and of our own intention. Okay? I hope that made sense. The next statement my shadow made: what would make me happy is living my life the way I want to every day. My response: what's stopping you? Self-imposed limitations? From the time you wake up to the time you go back to sleep, your thoughts, movements, and actions are all done of your own free will. You also have the free will to choose where you are, what you do, and who and what you interact with. Yes, the free will of others or the circumstances surrounding your environment may not always be in your control. But even through this lens, you need to observe how much authority and autonomy you truly have, and how much are you giving away. Let's say there are things and circumstances outside of yourself that are limiting your ability to experience what it is that you need, want, or desire. Have this. Have you distinguished if it's a need or a want or a desire? Have you found peace, love, joy, understanding, and acceptance within yourself and for the life that you are currently living? What steps have you taken? Can you take towards removing any obstacles or creating more opportunities to attain or achieve your goals and desired outcomes? You have all the power. The power is in your hands. It lies in the choice you make to let go of your limiting beliefs. Okay. I hope that helps somebody. The next statement that my shadow made. I dreamed about living two different lives that are currently counteracting each other. And then I wrote the love that I thought I wanted, and then everything I thought it was. The love that I thought I wanted, or the life that I thought I wanted, is intersecting with everything that it was and everything that I currently have. Okay? I'm torn between the life I lead and where I stand. Oh, that was a quote from Let Me Go by Three Doors Down. It says, I'm torn between the life I lead and where I stand. Most of my life felt like I was living multiple realities and experiences that did not intersect, and the only commonality between them all was me, like a maypole. If you know what a maypole is, it's like this pole with like multiple strings on it that people, like, I guess kids back in the day, they would like hold the strings and run around the maypole. So I felt like I was the maypole, and these different realities were the strings that never really crossed, like, never really intersected. Like, I was the thing, I was the pole that was holding it all together. So I was the thing that was experiencing all of these realities. That's my perspective. From my perspective, all of these ribbons or realities weave together their colors, which was their imprint, to form the patterns or influence that created the mosaic or tapestry of my life. At one point, I was blissfully unaware that they were even separate because they were all happening to me. But as I was coming to the end of the quilt, I observed what I had created, only to realize I was lying between a tattered old blanket, old outdated realities, and a finely knit quilt, newly settled realities, within a stitch of thread holding them together, which was me. I realized I went from the maypole analogy to a quilt analogy, so let me read that again. At one point, I was blissfully unaware they were even separate because they were all happening to me. But as I was coming to the end of the quilt, here's where I switched to a quilt, I observed what I had created, only to realize that I was lying between a tattered old blanket, which was the old outdated realities, and a finely knit quilt, which was the new and settled reality that I was currently living, with a stitch of thread holding them together. Me. I was the stitch of thread that was holding these two realities together. The truth of the matter is, I had no idea when they separated. When or why did the very thing that used to come so easily to me become the very thing that was now breaking me and splitting me in two? I guess this journey called life was meant to teach us that being present is the best way to live life. Whether it be dwelling in the past or hoping for the future, none of it will matter if we don't account for the journey and what it teaches us about ourselves. Wow. Okay, that was really introspective, and that was really illuminating, I guess, for me to write, but also for me to read right now. So I really hope that helps somebody, or that you can relate to this. The next statement that my shadow made, I feel like, can I just say, I feel like I said, I was in the process of transmuting these shadow aspects into the light, and I feel like writing that definitely illuminated and brought presence to the statement that I dreamed about living two different lives that currently counteracting each other. I feel like that helped me understand why I still felt like I was stuck between two realities, while explaining to me how to accept both realities for what they were, but understand that I was the commonality in it all, which hopefully could make me feel less torn and more accomplished and present, and just grateful for the experiences that I did have. So yeah, definitely felt grateful to myself for writing this.